Welcome back to The Great Jahy Will Not Be Defeated. Anime Review, episode number 3. This one discussing the 7th episode of this series, The Great Jahy Doesn't Play. This covers chapters 19, 21, 22 of the manga. Yeah, and this definitely feels like it's two different stories, this one. The first half of the episode is basically Jahy, where she arrives at her pub, and she sees her boss doing some exercises. Well, she doesn't know they're exercises. There's some drills because apparently she put on some weight. So over the course of the episode, they do various trainings in push-ups, sit-ups, running, hula hoop, jump rope, all this stuff. Then she said to stop when she basically went down to her original weight. Though in the post-credit scene, is occasionally eating sweets and apparently put that weight back on. Now I'm looking at her and I'm like, she does not look that heavy. She still looks pretty thin. You would think as much as she walks around that restaurant, you'd think that she would basically just keep the pounds off, but I don't really know. But that was first half of the episode. Second half is simply you have Jahy, where she just looking around for mana crystals, because last episode the magical girl took hers. So she's looking for more. We have boy found maybe like one, some of them. I don't know if it's actually yours. Keeps looking around, and basically we have this little girl comes by. By the way, her name is Conqueror. That's her name. Now, I have not found exactly who does English dub for her. So basically, she ends up helping out Jahy finding the magical crystals. Now, the thing is, I read online she has no magic abilities. The only thing about her is that she is extremely lucky. She has good luck in finding stuff. Like, okay. And she has overwhelming kindness. And despite the fact that they don't... Now, here's the thing. Do they ever been finding any mana crystals? Not really, no. They don't even come close. Of course, she does admit that the crystals she has, the one she used to locate her jewels, are in fact very pretty. Like, gives a good compliment. And she just brings her along, looks around, doesn't find anything the whole episode. You might think, waste of time? Not really, no. But make a good friend, and that's it. That's literally the episode for you. That's all that happens over the course of basically 22 minutes. Yes. Not a lot happens. Yep. Anybody thinking, really? That's it? That's all I'm going to talk about? Well, there's not a lot to talk about this one. And like I mentioned before, the series reminds me a lot of Miss Kawashi's Dragon Maid, because the fact of most of the women aspect and the fact that it's multiple different stories in the same episode. That's mostly the similarity when it comes to that. It's just mostly story structure when it comes to the anime that basically borrows Miss Kawashi's Dragon Maid. Despite the fact, here's the strange thing. This season actually aired last year, which is also when the second season of Miss Kawashi's Dragon Maid aired. Though the thing is, the studio makes this one is a different one. This one makes this one is Silver Link, compared to the Miss Kawashi's Dragon Maid, which is basically, I think it's Kudo Animation, I believe it is. Yes. Oh, it's Kaito Animation. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they pretty much in the way. Now, in the case of this one, it's mostly about Silver Link, and they aired like late last year. It's something though. You have an anime based on manga. A lot of the time, unless it's a really big series, they only usually last 12, 13 episodes, not usually 20. It's a bit something to say the least. Mm-hmm. Yes. And as of right now, guess how many series I've watched this series makes since Fact and Viva Silver Link? Well, Rest of the World, Death March Pro Rhapsody, Our Last Crusade, The Rise of New World, World's Finest Assassin is Rick Carlos Aristocrat. This is by far the 5th series I have ever watched from them. Yes, the 5th one. The last one, obviously, is the world's finest assassin gets reincarnated in the world's aristocrat. That was the last one I watched for this one. Yeah, and this actually was the fourth one released last year. Last one they released last year was Deep Insanity Lost Shadow. Basically, it was a live series last year. This one, basically, this year is just the greatest demon was nobody. Well, I make a move. I recently hired Mysterious. Now, since if I could, I'll ask you guys in the world. This has been renewed for a second season, and it's coming out next year, which I'm so happy with that. Now, do I think Silver Link might make it? It's possible. Yeah, and I would keep up with the light novels. In case you're curious, not many light novels is one, but I'll talk about this maybe another time. But yeah, that's it for this particular review. Stay tuned for next video, which is going to be Case Closed. Okay, next video.